a live look into the Arrows locker room as we get ready for the Wabash Valley Series. Welcome to Terre Haute, the Vitamin Water Court, the home of the Orange Cats. The Arrows and the Orange Cats take action. Let's meet the starting five for both teams. Before that, take a look at Isaiah Hill once again this February. 10 points per game this February. You can see it went down. Probably because he's on the Arrows. And now the starting five for both teams. With the Arrows, it's Ridgway, Stoudemeyer. Then it's Ellett, Wren, and Hill. Then for the Orange Cats, it's Trey Brown, Blake Heyman, Justin Kirby, Connor Daly, and Christian Bryant. This game is a battle of the wits. This series is a battle of the wits. We are underway in the Wabash Valley Classic. I'm trying to say the Wabash Valley Series. We are underway from the Vitamin Water Stadium as Ellett will lose the three-pointer. Here's Heyman with the rebound. Here's Daly. Back to Brown. Back to Heyman. Heyman looks. Blake Heyman will miss the three. Here's Isaiah Hill. Hill with it. Back to Ridgway. Back to Hill. Hill goes up for two. One of the things to think about, the Arrows lead the series 1-0. This game is different, though, with all the trades that happened. Here's Blake Heyman back to Daly. Daly back to Brown. Trey Brown back to Kirby. Justin Kirby for three. And the Orange Cats are up 5-1. Now here's Ridgway. Ridgway back to Ellett. Zach Ellett will miss the two. Here's Kirby. That's another key to the game for the Orange Cats as the three-pointer's made. It's Blake Heyman for three. 6-2 Orange Cats. Here's Cap Ellett. Zach Ellett has it. Back to Hill. Hill gives it to Stoudemeyer. Pass back to Hill. Isaiah Hill with it. Back to them. Look at Wren. Back to Ellett. Zach Ellett for three. The keys to the game for the Orange Cats: be fast, force errors into mistakes, and cover Zach Ellett. They have not done that so far, but he's missed a couple shots. Here's Kirby back to Daly. Back to Heyman. Here's Daly once again. It's Connor Daly. Now it's Kirby. Justin Kirby now with it. Justin Kirby who missed the three. Isaiah Hill rebound. For the Arrows, the key to the game. Before that, it's a Tyler Wren slam. Arrows back up front. Keys to the game for the Arrows. Remain patient, play your own game. Remain patient and play your own game, and the two is good. I think it's Connor Daly for two there. I couldn't really tell. Ridgway back to Wren. Now here's Stoudemeyer. Back to Ellett. Ellett now with it. Back to Hill. Hill with it now. It's Hill. He looks inside. Scores. Arrows up by one. Something else to think about. Both teams have injuries. Especially the Arrows with the injury to Bryce Wren. Ryan for two. This game could be a lot closer due to the injuries. Here's Ridgway now with it. Ridgway back to Stoudemeyer. Pass back to Ridgway. Back to Cap. Here's Zach Ellett with it. Ellett looks. Misses. Hill rebound. Puts it up. Misses it too. Bryan with the rebound. Bryan back to Brown. Brown to Bryan. Bryan there loses the ball. And it's going to roll out of bounds. Arrows ball. Arrows field goal percentage. The season leads it. Tomorrow is the Cskn NBA Cup Finals. And the Arrows are in it against the Plainfield Thunder. We will be back after this short break. The battle of the hosts. The battle of the Terra hosts. Let's be exact. And once again, this game has always been crazy. Here we go, folks. Back live. Here we go. It's Jahari Miller with it. Vote. Looks. Now it's Ellett again. Here's Ellett. Pass to Vote. It's Jillian Vote. Back there to Wren. Now to Vote. Vote. Looks. Keeps it himself. Misses. Millington rebounds. Chase Millington. Here's Cooper Bach with it. Bach back to Millington. Now it's Kirby. Justin Kirby with it. Kirby now. Looks. Kirby goes up. Wren can't block, but he will miss. Wren now with the rebound. Pass back to Miller. Jahari Miller back to Wren. Wren goes up. Back to Miller. Stolen by the Orange Cats. Out of bounds. It's Arrow's ball. Look at the standings, however. The Orange Cats sit in 5th. Into the game. It's Khalil Jefferson. He's in for Tyler Wren. Miller has it. Miller back to Vote. Hill to Vote. Vote. Misses a 3. Rebound Stoudemire. He gets it back. Stoudemire for 2. Here's Mason. It's Hunter Mason now with it. Hunter Mason looks. Misses a 3. Jefferson with the rebound. Now here's Vote again. Julian Vote goes up the middle. Goes up and will score. 3-point game. Now it's Hunter Mason with it. Mason looks. Pass to Bryan. Here's Christian Bryan. Back to Bach. It's Cooper Bach. Bach looks. Cover there. Now it's Daly. Connor Daly misses the shot. Here's Julian Vote. Back to Jefferson. Khalil Jefferson to Stoudemire. Now it's Vote. Holds the ball. Back to Jefferson. Khalil Jefferson will miss the 3. Ryan holds it, and it's a 3-point game after the first quarter. 13-10. The Arrows lead the Orange Cats here in the Wabash Valley Series. Welcome back here to the Vitamin Water Arena. Hunter Mason has the ball, pass from Similar. This series is a Wabash Valley Series, or should we call it the Battle of the Terre Hautes? Here's Bryan, goes up, he will score. How about Harvey Delk into the game now? Delk gives it to Vote. Vote now with it. Julian Vote will miss. Chase Millington rebound. Here's a pass. Now it's Christian Bryan. Bryan looks, almost loses it. Now he does. Stolen by Stoudemire. Pass to Miller. Miller there to Delk. Back to Vote. Pass back to Miller. Jahari Miller for 3. Now here's Hunter Mason. He looks. Vote almost trips. Here's Vote. Back to Similar. Austin Similar will miss the 3. Stoudemire to Delk. Back to Miller. Jahari Miller with it. Holds himself. Back to Delk. No, it's Vote. Now it's Jefferson. Khalil Jefferson for 3. And the Arrows are starting to take control of this one. Timeout, Orange Cats. The Orange Cats go meow as they call the timeout. 19-12. And we welcome you back here to Terre Haute, the Battle of the Terre Haute, or should I say the Wabash Valley Series. The Orange Cats down 19-12. Trey Brown into the game now for the Orange Cats. Here we go once again. It's similar. Back to Brown. Here's Trey Brown. Back to Brian. Now it's Bach. Cooper Bach has it. Cooper Bach for 2. Almost a 3, but no, it's a 2. Here's Julian Vogt. Vogt with it. He looks past Ridgway. Ridgway has been strong all season. Ridgway goes up, passes Jefferson, almost loses it. Now it's Stoudemire. Stoudemire to Vogt. Julian Vogt goes up. He will not score yet. Vogt passes Stoudemire. Now it's Miller. Jahari Miller goes up. Pass to Ridgway, almost lost it. Now it's Julian Vogt. Vogt with it. Now Vogt keeps it himself. Almost loses it. Now it's Ridgway. Back to Jefferson. Khalil Jefferson with it. He holds the ball now. Jefferson goes up. Is he going to score? No, it's Miller now that has it. Miller passes to Vogt, and Vogt will miss. Brown with the rebound. Trey Brown with it. Brown goes up. Back to Brian. Brian is going to drop it. Jefferson picks it up. Here's Khalil Jefferson. Pass to Ridgway. Ridgway for 2. Brown. Pass to Brian. Brian misses the 2. Ridgway. Rebound. Now it's Julian Vogt with it. The Arrows are playing spectacular game tonight. Vogt with it now. Vogt looks. Back to Ridgway. Ridgway with the slam and gets fouled all the way up as well. Timeout Arrows. It's 23-14. Ridgway will be at the line for 1. We will be back to the Vitamin Water Arena. League leaders in points this season. Well, Wayne Ingram and Donnell Webb from Anderson and Rockville. And the line for 1, it's Paul Ridgway to make it a 10-point lead for the Arrows. Ridgway looks up. Free throw is made. Here's Brown. Brown has it. Pass to Millington. Now it's Bach. Cooper Bach with it. Bach misses a 3. Hill with the rebound. Now it's Vogt. Now it's Ridgway. Ridgway has it. Ridgway goes up, misses. Millington rebound. Now it's Daly with it. Here's Daly. Back to Bach. Cooper Bach misses a 3. Hill with the rebound. Julian Vogt. Back to Ridgway. Ridgway. Back to Vogt. Julian Vogt goes up. Will miss the shot. It's Justin Kirby. Kirby now with it. Kirby back to Brown. Trey Brown looks strong. Stolen by Ellett. Zach Ellett's going to put it in with the slam. Cap Ellett once again cannot be stopped. A dunk by Cap. Now here's Brown. Pass to Millington. Now it's Kirby again. Kirby looks. Justin Kirby misses a three. Hill with the rebound. Now here we go. The three, Jahari Miller for three. I don't know what got into them, but the Arrows are hot here in the second quarter. Orange Cats timeout, 29-14. Welcome back to Terre Haute, the home of both of the Arrows and the Orange Cats. The Orange Cats are down 29-14. The Arrows dominated them first game, and they are dominating them here in tonight's game. And it's not even the second half yet. Here's a pass to Kirby. Kirby looks, going in, and he will score. Ellett couldn't cover him. Orange Cats will score. Now here's Ridgeway. Ridgeway looks back to Hill. Isaiah Hill. Hill goes, turns around, looks, and scores. Now here's Try Brown. Brown there. Now here Hammond. Hammond back to Kirby. Kirby to Brown. Brown for three. Now here's Ellett. Ellett with it. Keeps himself going in. Laying it up. Misses a shot. Kirby rebound. Kirby to Hammond from deep. He makes a three. 31-22 at halftime. Nice shot by Blake Hammond, by the way. And now it's time for the center court fan shot to see if they can win the money.
Let's hear it for the participants.
Welcome back to the Nova Rain halftime show. It's a really fun one in Terre Haute. The Wabash Valley Series. We're just getting started, folks. This game has been fantastic. 2 dunks, Ridgeway and Zach Ellett. Multiple threes by both teams. And great defenses as well. Now we take a look at the Orange Cats' upcoming schedule. They have the Racers this Wednesday, but they have to play Bloomington, Fishers, and Anderson. But they have to travel to Bloomington. But they host Fishers and Anderson. We are going back to the game from Terre Haute as we see the Arrows up 31-22. First half complete, halftime complete. Second half is coming your way. Let's take a look at a guy we all need to watch out for here in the second half. And his name is Isaiah Hill. Hill has been fantastic this season for the Arrows. And now he looks on strong. Now it's Kirby back to Heyman. Heyman with it. Now it's Daly. Connor Daly. It's Daly now. Daly looks. Holds the ball. Now it's Brown. Try Brown with it. Brown looks, fake shot. Now here's Kirby. Misses. Hill with the rebound. Hill rebounds it. Now Hill looks back to Ellett. Ellett getting covered. Now it's Wren. Back to Soundmeyer. Now it's Tyler Wren. Wren looks back to Ellett. Zach Ellett will miss. Rebounded by Christian Bryant. Pass to Daly. Back to Heyman. Now it's Brown. Trey Brown with it. Again it's Brown. Brown turns. Goes up. Up for the shot. Misses, but Soundmeyer with the rebound. Now it's Soundmeyer to Hill. To Ridgway. Ridgway has been great tonight. Ridgway to Wren, back to Soundmeyer. Now it's Cap. Ellett looks. Brown trying to cover him. Ellett keeps it himself. Brown trying to cover him, but can't. Ellett goes in for two. Nice offense by Zach Ellett. Keeps it himself. Goes in for two. Now here's Heyman. Back to Brown. Now it's Bryant. Christian Bryan goes up. Misses the three. Tyler Wren rebound. Now Soundmeyer to Hill. Isaiah Hill for two. Soundmeyer with the assist. Now here's Heyman. Heyman looks. Covered by Soundmeyer. Now it's Kirby. Kirby covered by Ellett. Justin Kirby drains the two. Now here's Ridgway. Ridgway has it. Passes Soundmeyer. Now it's Cap. Ellett bounce to Wren. Soundmeyer to Ridgway. Back to Hill. Hill looks on. Turns. Goes up. Will miss. Kirby with the rebound. Now here's Heyman. Heyman to Bryan. Bryan to Kirby. Kirby back to Heyman. Blake Heyman misses a three. Hill rebound. Hill to Wren. Now it's Cap. Zach Ellett back to Wren. Tyler Wren now. Back to Isaiah Hill. Hill looks. Goes up. Will miss. Bryan rebound. Bryan to Brown. Brown drains a three. Ellett with it. He has it himself. Taking it. Looking at it himself. Ellett for three. Great shot by Cap. Now here's Brown again. Holds the ball. Timeout, Orange Cats. It's a battle of the Terre Haute to Wabash Valley Series. The Arrows lead the West. They are 63-8. 8 losses this year for the Arrows. They are a really good squad. 63 wins. They are a really good team. It's going to be hard to beat them in the playoffs. Heyman to Kirby. Now it's Cooper Bach. Bach to Daly. Now, here we go. Daly to Heyman. Heyman with it. Blake Heyman goes up. Misses. Ellett with the rebound. Ellett to Hill. Back to Boat. Now, here's Soundmeyer. Soundmeyer to Ellett. Zach Ellett. Now Tyler Wren. Julian Boat with it. Misses. Hill rebound. Hill now with it. He will score. Make it 40-27 in Terre Haute. The Arrows lead it. Heyman with the ball now. Heyman looks on. Covered by Vogt. Now it's Brian. Bach. Now it's Kirby for three. Justin Kirby makes the three. Here's Julian Vogt with it. Vogt keeps it himself. Turns back to Soundmeyer. Now it's Cap. Zach Ellett with it. Zach Ellett keeping it himself. He will almost make the three. It just bounced out of the rim. Heyman to Bach. Here's Cooper Bach keeping it himself. Pass to Heyman. Heyman now to Kirby. Kirby has been outstanding tonight. Kirby to Bach. Bach looks. Covered by Vogt. Almost loses it to Kirby. Kirby will miss. Stoudemire rebound. Here's Vogt again. Julian Vogt now has it. Now it's Ellett. Ellett looks. Goes up. Misses. Ryan with the rebound. Ryan. Pass to Heyman. Blake Heyman goes up. He's going to go. He's going to miss. Hill with the rebound. Pass to Wren. Tyler Wren looking to keep it. No, now it's Julian Vogt. Missing. Daly rebound. Here's Blake Heyman again. Heyman with it. Pass to Kirby. Justin Kirby will miss. Cap Ellett will get it. 10-point game after the third quarter. The Arrows lead it by 10 in the Wabash Valley Series from the Vitamin Water Arena. The Arrows lead the series 1-0. Arrows trying to go up 2-0, trying to sweep the season series. Now it's Khalil Jefferson with it. Jefferson back to Vogt. Julian Vogt for two. Early two-pointer for the Arrows. Now it's Cooper Bach. Bach has it. Bach goes, looks, covered. Now it's Millington. Chase Millington goes. Gets covered. Misses. Ball almost gets stuck on the rim. Now it's Hill. Back to Jefferson. Now it's Vogt again. Vogt back to Hill. Isaiah Hill with it. Hill looks. Hill there. Now it's Julian Vogt. Julian Vogt off the backboard, in for two. 44-30 now, 14-point lead. Here's Brown. Has it, back to Daly. Daly looks on strong. Back to Brown. Brown will score. Orange Cats on the board in the fourth. Now here's Isaiah Hill. Hill with it. Now it is Vogt. Julian Vogt with it. Vogt back to Jefferson. Khalil Jefferson misses a three. Now, here we go. Fast break. It is the Orange Cats. Bach with it. Bach goes up. Pass to Brown. Now, hands off to Daly. Daly. Pass to Millington. Chase Millington to Brown. Brown goes up, will miss the two. Vogt back to Ridgway. Ridgway goes up, will miss the shot. Similar rebound. Similar with it now. Almost stoling it away is the Arrows by two. It is Daly for two. 10-point game in the fourth quarter. The Arrows are up by 10.
Substitution on the court.
Great game coming up. The one thing that the Orange Cats need to do is make sure that they can score. That is how you win. How about Zach Ellett? Zach Ellett leads the MVP race. He has the ball now. Ellett goes up for three. He will miss. Bryan with the rebound. Now here's Brown. Brown, he will score. Almost blocked by Hill, but dunked by Trey Brown. Now, here comes the Arrows. Ridgway with it. Ridgway holds it. Now it's back to Cap. Ridgway. Back to Stoudemire. Stoudemire to Hill. Hill looks. Rebounds win games. Here's Ridgway to Zach Ellett. Ellett misses. Bryan rebound. Now here's Heyman. Momentum to the Orange Cats. Heyman with it. Blake Heyman goes up. Pass to Bryan. Christian Bryan misses a three. Now here's Paul Ridgway. Back to Hill. Isaiah Hill goes up. He will score. Make it 46-36. New playoff rules. Round 1 and 2. Round 1, 2, and 3 before the finals will be the best of 1. It's a winner go home, and then of course this one. And of course in the finals will be a best of 7. Timeout, Orange Cats. Now we welcome you back to Terre Haute. The Orange Cats down by 10. They need a run if they want to win this game against the Arrows. But the Arrows are just too good. But the Arrows are in the west. The Orange Cats are in the east. That is how it works in the south. Hammond with it now. That's same as both Bloomington's and both Evansville's. Hammond back to Bryan. Bryan for three. That is the one score that they needed. Here's Ellett with it. Ellett looks. Pass to Stoudemire. Back to Wren. Back to Stoudemire. To Hill. They need to hope he doesn't score, but he will not. Bryan with the rebound. Bryan to Hammond. They need to go quick. It's Daly back to Kirby. Now it's Bryan. Now it's Hammond. Blake Hammond. He will miss the three though. It's Wren with the rebound. They need to make those if they want to go on a run and win. Isaiah Hill for two. Not what the Orange Cats wanted to see. Hammond with the ball. Hammond goes in. Looking to score. Covered by Stoudemire. Blake Hammond past Daly. Now it's Kirby. Less than a minute left. Kirby goes up. Will miss. Wren with the rebound. Now it's Ridgway. Ridgway goes. Passes Stoudemire. Now it's Ridgway again. Wren to Ellett. Zach Ellett back to Stoudemire. Now it's Hill. Isaiah Hill for two. The Orange Cats have had chances to win, but now their chances are gone as Hammond will miss again. Stoudemire, rebound. Now here's Wren going up for two, and that will pretty much put the nail in the coffin. The crowd is quiet. Hammond going up, stolen by Hill. Elican just running out. How about the Arrows hanging on? The Arrows win the Wabash Valley Series and will win this game 52-39 against rival Terre Haute Orange Cats. The rivals go at it again. Arrows win it. That will do it for today's game. Let's now meet your Nova Rain player of the game. It's Isaiah Hill. Isaiah Hill has been fantastic. Was fantastic tonight. And he was showing that all night long. Player of the game, no question.